Okay, so as promised, this is Cyma Hopper Room, which is so much harder to say than Noni Tiny Storm. We missed Noni already. And I'm very sad, and I'm missing Noni, and I want Noni to be back here. No, there we go. Yeah, I miss Noni. But Noni sadly is at a lower level, and I'd have to play her up in order to do all this. And as we said, we're hitting the paper content. I want to show you what the paper content is, and then that will be the end of this particular Let's Play series. I will start another game. We're going to experiment with how well my recording and all that goes with a game that's a little bit higher, such as, what's it called? Guild Wars. We're going to try Guild Wars. I know, right? Cool, and a more adult game. As you can see, this is a different area. This is where you would get to if you were doing the I want to join with the, yeah, the Ice Raiders. You'd have to come up this nonsensical thing. And you'd go up there and it would be failed. Essentially where we are, the Smuggler's Highway, is one section of a big, long, circular loop. And this big, long, circular loop has areas. This is the pirate area. This is where we want to be going because we're going to go do the pirate section. And so you can all see how that fails. As you can see, the pirate area, like the ice area looked very icy. The pirate area has a lot of the same waterways that are going to be a lot more of the piratey area's content. It's going to definitely be this waterway. But yeah. Bounce. And here's Pelican Bill. We're going to talk to Pelican Bill.
I do love gems.
So he's now happy with me. And that quest is now completed. And then we get into the rub.
Oh, you will like Captain Blacktail, as long as he likes you. Go to Razor Bay to get yourself a glider. Make sure you jump around a bit to practice with it before meeting the captain.
Okay, so we're going to get a glider at Razor Bay, which is this away, supposedly. Watch. Ah, yes, remember the paper content. In order to get access, you need to do a variety of different things. You can either buy the starter pack, which allows you keys to the city, one city, and 2 trails. So I can get content to 2 trails and this one city. I get my glider for the pirate people. I get the Dragon Flame Sword and the Novice Pirate hats, and it costs me 500 net cash. Or I become a member and everything's awesome, but membership is always a paper and is not, yeah. So this is what I mean. This is very much like Wizardry 101, where you have to either pay for each and every area you want to open, or you pay per month for everything. Though, if you're going to play this type of game, if you're really interested in this kind of game, even though it's going to be more expensive at first, I would do this part. I would pay per area. Because once you paid per area, it's unlocked on your account forever. They can never take it away from you. But if you do it in a membership, sure, you get access to the areas, but the second you stop your membership, the second you stop your subscription, they can take away all the content again because you haven't bought it. So I would highly recommend, if you're going to play this game, which we aren't, because again, I am poor. I have gotten Guild Wars due to the graces of everything that is. And you're hearing Cyma snore, so we should hurry up. Anyway, if you're going to play this game, if you're going to play any game that has this type of financial planning for them to earn some money from their game and to continue funding it, I would do this one. Because once you buy it, once you have it, you always have it. Always. You can stop playing for months at a time and come back and not have to drop a single penny and get all that content you had already paid for again. Whereas this one, you'd have to start paying again. So, yeah. We're going to resume the game. Yeah, we're not going to do that. But all the areas are basically going to be like this. Once you finish doing the introductory quest, you're going to go meet with the good old mayor. She's going to tell you, well, now you have to go pick You do the quest kind of like what I did with the pirate lady, and then they send you over here onto this big world path, and then that's when they break the news to you that, by the way, if you want to continue doing all this fun stuff, you kind of really do have to start paying for it, and that sucks a lot. Just saying. Yeah. But the thing is that it's not just, it's all the areas, all of them. All of them! And as I said, you get the same thing over here. And it is really one big circle, and I'm going to go show you that for the rest of the time, just so you can see kind of how they really do resemble all the different areas that you'll be in. There's a lot of climbing when it comes to the mountainy people, because that's what most of their content is climbing and sliding and doing ice stuff. Yeah. Whereas, as you saw with the other one, it's mostly bridges and water and flying around and doing air content. If I go down this way, I will get to the other lock content. You can see it down here. Yeah, but we're just going to keep going. We're going to go to the Iron Mountain Highway, which is the other section. This section, Smuggler's Highway, is just for these two groups. Come on. You love me. Good. So, the Sea Dragons and the Ice Raiders are mainly on that highway. We're going to go to the Iron Mountain Highway, which is going to be a few of the others. Loading screen. Loading screen. Anyway, if you really do want to watch me play Guild Wars, I am going to do an introductory Let's Play where I show you kind of one of my already existing characters. As you see, we're still kind of in the Ice Raider area. Just so that you kind of know that this is Ice Raiders. But when we leave the Ice Raider area, we enter into this very Japanese area, which reminds us of what we were doing for the Cyma, not the Cyma, the Chimfu people, which is basically how their areas are. And it's a lot of jumping. Remember the jumping we had to do? Yeah, that's mainly theirs, is the jumping. Yeah, if you want to see me do Guild Wars, I'm going to show you an introduction with some of my already existing characters. And I'm going to try to get another slot open where you guys will help me determine what kind of character I play. So, as you see, we're in Chimfu. This is very Asian. And you're also going to encounter the fact that you have to pay for the content in order to get in. And no, it is not fun, but that's just generally how it works. This is Saber, who's kind of, again, the gatekeeper. And he can go into the Hero Secret Shrine, I guess. Yeah. Okay. So, enough of that. We're going to keep going. Please. Ah, there you go. See, that's where you enter Cyma stuff, and see how it's nice and locked? Yeah, that's your lock content there. So this area probably has one open path, just because it's probably the first one. And we're going to go here to the Fire Canyon Highway, hopefully, if it lets me. There you go. Yeah, so hopefully that Let's Play will be a little bit more involved, because I've already bought the game. There's very little that you buy additionally, though I can show you how Guild Wars' content is bought as well. But for the most part, once you bought Guild Wars, you're pretty much just there. It's nice. And to be honest, it's a fun game. I really enjoy it. Whee! And as you see, there's a lot more of these chains and the jumping. Jumping! Because they're really big on the jumping if you're doing this side. Woo! Tunnels. Though, to be fair, these areas do represent a lot of the elements that they're supposed to represent. The Chimfu people are supposed to be air, so there are more jumping. The pirates are supposed to be water, so there's lots more swimming. Then there's ice, which is a lot more sliding. And then you get into earth, which is more of this bog stuff that you get. And this is what I meant by the bog stuff. Yeah, it's not fun at all. It's really all gross and decaying, and there's a lot of under stuff involved in this one, and you go back to Smuggler's Highway here. But yeah, even this content is locked once you cross some of the bridges.